Hey, what's going on, guys? Today's the 20th of August 2017. Gonna be going over this week's trade ideas. Couple nice ones on the list this week, so obviously, like every other setup out there, you just gotta wait for those entries, wait for the pullbacks or the breakouts to happen before you take those trade ideas, okay? First one on the list is FGEN. I like the fact that this chart's pulling back down to a nice little breakout trend here, and sitting right at the 13 EMA, we're starting to get some green bars coming in. I think this one could be in play as soon as for tomorrow. Chart closed at 41. I'd like to see a pullback on this one, about 20-30 cents to test it on the long side. So I'm thinking if the chart pulls back here to about 40-80 or so, I'm interested in playing this one tomorrow. So if I was to take this one tomorrow at 40-80 range, I'll be using Friday's lows as some sort of a stop out range, and that Friday's lows are about 40.35, somewhere around there. So I'm gonna be playing this one tomorrow in FG, and I think it could possibly have a decent trade off of this one. Number 2 on the list is IMMU. Small chart. Earnings are done. Chart starting to curl to the upside a little bit. It's obviously breaking the most recent downtrend, which is right there. And so a pullback on this chart to about $8.15 would be ideal. I would like to see it pull back down right into this pin candle here, So I'd like to see the chart pull right back into that and giving us some support off the 50 EMA. So for tomorrow, IMMU for a pullback and then a long trade. Number 3 on the list is CLVS. I like the solid bullish engulfing on Friday's session. I feel like there could be something on this chart that can give us an area to play. If we do a trend line on it, we'll see that we could possibly be hitting a solid uptrend here, and a retrace to that level. It's not completely filling the gap yet down to 64, but the chart could have some strength here into this range. So the chart closed at 71.96. I think if we can get a pullback off of this one, a decent retrace, there was some support area at about 71.50, somewhere around there, yes, on Friday. And if we can get a pullback into that area, I think CLVS could be something in play. Number 4 on the list is BURL. Nice volume came into this one. Charts at a possible double bottom area. Had a nice move on Friday. I think Friday closed up about $3.56, and so I'll be looking for a play on this one. I'd ideally be looking for a nice pullback somewhere closer to probably around the 13 EMA, which puts me to about $83.50 on Burl. So that's the idea. A pullback to $83.50 on BURL could be a nice long trade. HTZ chart obviously having a big move to the upside, decent retrace. If you can fib this area here from where the chart went up to where the chart is attempting to pull back, you'll see right about $16.50. There's some area of support there on the 50%. So I'm thinking if we have a nice dip on HTZ even as soon as tomorrow, could be a nice long trade on HTZ. Number 6 on the list is SENS. Big volume, nice breakout. Obviously closed over the pivot. 265 is that breakout spot. So if the chart pulls back to 265 and holds on SENS, it's not a bad spot to play this one on the long. HMNY had a nice little move on Friday. 813 crossover on the daily, and it's sitting over the 50 EMA. Been a while since this chart started to move to the upside, so let's see if the chart can continue to break out. You would need the chart to ideally close over this $3.15. I'd put it at $3.15 because there's a one pin there, so I'd say $3.15 for the breakout on HMNY to the upside, and then you can play it for the test of that $3.29 at the 200 SMA. If it closes over the $3.29, it should have a continuation move to the upside. Number 7 on the list is EPZM. This is a small one, a small mover, not a small chart, but it's a nice little potential trade here. If you can look at the big downtrend on this one on EPZM, you can see that the chart broke over the downtrend. Small, small candle movement here. Not a lot of continuation just yet. So the way I would play this is if it breaks over the pivot point. So I'd need a 1439 breakout on Epzm to take it on the long side. See, I would rather get the push into the strength rather than trying to play these tight range days, because you could sit into a tight range day even though the chart is broken to the upside. You can still sit into that level for a while. So I'd rather go for a high of day breakout on Epzm. Number 9 on the list is Pixy, Pixy. Small chart. There's something on here that can definitely get interesting, and you have to do a nice downtrend line from the peak right up here on the peak on Pixy, and you can see that this is the main downtrend line. Now a break over Friday's session high, which is at $4.31, is going to also put pressure on that downtrend to the upside. So a break over Friday's session high at 431 gives you a nice long shot on this one, and some volume starting to come back in. You can see that the chart's consolidating quite a bit here. If we can get the move over that $4.31, I'd put us for a full 1 point move to the upside, even as soon as tomorrow, if we can get that break to the upside. Number 10 on the list is Alsn, Pearson pattern at a possible double bottom area. I like the Pearson pattern, and so off of that, if we can get a pullback to $34.80, I think this could be a possible trade. So what I'm looking for is a retrace to $34.80 on Alsn transmission for a long trade, risking obviously to the low of yesterday. That would be the ideal setup on Alsn transmission. Now those are the 10 for the week. Do remember though that you have to wait for some of these charts to set up. Just because they're there and just because they look good doesn't mean that they're going to work instantly. It's better off to wait for the breakouts to happen or for the retraces to happen before you put the trades on. So just play them carefully and make sure that you adjust your charts and your stops to make them work for you. For anybody that's interested in trading with me, check out the website at IcemanTradingAcademy.com. There you'll find links to pretty much everything that we do, and you can be part of the team. Have a good week, guys.